Ladies and gentlemen, now we're back for, what is it, barely 5 days, and already making a slight community drama video around the Banquet event. So this event has been a goddamn clown fiesta. I think the communities are a little bit torn. There's a lot of different perspectives out there. But overall, I think that the general consensus, kind of looking at the memes, Reddit, the forums, YouTube videos, watching other people's crystal openings as well from other YouTubers and whales, I think even outside of this being the 10-year anniversary, this is probably still by far the most negative the Banquet event has ever been. And I think the biggest pain point is the crystals themselves just suck, man. There's so much filler, there's so much trash in them, and there's just so many openings, dude. I'm just watching, and it's like somebody doing like 50 crystals, and they're just like, wow, I opened another stack. I just got nothing. There's just, you're looking at like the 3,000 units spent, and there's just no way you're seeing anything close to a level of value in those crystals. And I think in previous years, alongside kind of the milestone rewards and also the ranked rewards, the gifting crystals themselves, for a lot of points in the game, represented a time where they were better or slightly better than the best crystal that was out there. So I think kind of the benchmark, at least I had in my head, for how these crystals would feel to open is better than a Valiant crystal. And I think currently they go kind of significantly under that mark of feeling probably like a Paragon or a worse Paragon in terms of overall value. And Paragons, if you're playing at the highest levels, still feel very bad to open currently. So I was also watching again, like a big opening from Usafa. Does like 230 crystals, and bear in mind this is very close to about 70,000 units here. Crazy amount of units. And if you look at like the sum total of kind of like big character based rewards, it's like 1 Titan crystal and 3 7-star crystals. And then, again, the average person opening a stack of 10 just kind of sees like a stack of rewards that they would have got. There was one comment on Legacy's video that's like, okay, these crystals are like, I'm paying 300 units for like a daily Valiant crystal. And I remember actually, yesterday evening, I just popped my daily and I was like, okay, I got a fully formed T3A. And I was like, okay, that's a bit better than some of the drops that I got, the Banquet crystal as well. So I really felt that one. But yeah, I think surveying overall community sentiment as well, I kind of threw out just this poll on Twitter or X. I was like, how was your experience with the event today? Was it positive? Was it neutral? Was it negative? And nearly 83% of players on this event said it was either neutral or negative, or like a slight lean toward negative. So again, I think due to the nature of crystal openings, right, and what I was reading in the comments as well, because you have so many outcomes in these crystals, there are people that just, go ahead and open the crystal and they hit a very early jackpot. And I think if you kind of got lucky in the first 10 and 20, you were having a great time. But just due to the fact that the drop rates overall were astronomically low, there's just been a huge amount of people that didn't get lucky and had a very bad experience as well. And from what I was reading in the comments section, again, there seemed to be a lot of people that would open anywhere between kind of like 1,500 to maybe 6,000 units worth. And again, in terms of what they got in that crystal, got in some of the early milestones as well. Because if we bring that up and look at, what you actually get in the first kind of maybe like 6,000 units spent or something, we're kind of looking at the bottom rewards here. So it's stuff like, a bit of T5CC. You've got the Abyss Nexus as well, which again, for a certain point in the game, if you're still on 6-star progression and you need to snipe a certain character, I know there's some people happy that, oh, I picked this, I got Aegon, and I can go for Necropolis, so that's a nice one overall there. But if you're an endgame player, like a lot of the stuff via Battlegrounds, like Alliance Quest, and just all these other game modes is very, very easily accessible. And it's not really like a significant amount of, things for the units spent on this event overall, If you're looking at this, I believe is like the 6,000 milestone here. Like all of this stuff is, nothing's really account changing. Like a lot of people as well, are at this point where they're just trying to chase 7-star rank 3 champions. And I was talking to Metal Sonic Dude when I was out in Vancouver about a week ago, and I was like, dude, how many, on your account, because you're a grinder, but also a bit of a spender as well, how many 7-star rank 3 champions are you on currently? And he said 26, and then, looking at the whale accounts, it's significantly more than that as well. So it's kind of already at a point where you're looking at the important competitive game modes like Battlegrounds, you're looking at Alliance Quest, Alliance War, all of this stuff that, again, has very heavy competition, which is the kind of bottleneck of where spenders are not really like caring about that anymore. They're already moving on to 7-star rank 4 champions of this event. And what I think a lot of the community wants to see is just more of an abundance or more of an opportunity to get those 7-star rank 3 champions. A point that feels kind of accessible as well. So I think, again, not really having an opportunity to hit those without going very, very deep into the event. Again, it's kind of like at the point of 14,800 points, which I think is about over, again, 10,000 units or so spent. This is where kind of the value starts to come in more because, you're going to be able to get stuff like the Banquet key and also the Tier 4 Alpha. But again, that goes up significantly. You're looking at, 15,000 units plus to clear out all of these rewards on this one. And then also on the additional milestones. And again, stuff does add up over like multiple events as well. But it still kind of remains the same thing that unless you're going very, very deep into this event, there's not really like a lot of value sitting around the lower tiers for rewards that people kind of really care about and are kind of inaccessible and like a significant shift toward their account. So I kind of see why there's also this like satisfied consensus. If you just had a budget, you were like, okay, I'm just going to spend about, I'm going to clean out the Cyber Weekend offers. I'm going to get the value from all the bonuses on those. I'm going to spend on this event. And then the main thing I'm fussed about is both a combination of the milestones and also ranked rewards as well. Because, you have the additional shift of things that will come in from this. But again, for all of this to add up to something quite significant for the amount of units spent, again, this is all split across like 5 kind of sources. You've got like 3 milestones, 2 ranked rewards. It's kind of not all clearly displayed together. Like I was having to go through and remind myself, okay, I'm getting this and this, and I'm working toward this leaderboard. And then, just all of this stuff to be like, okay, well, the crystals suck, but for the units I paid, I can kind of stitch together like how, if I've gone this deep enough, it's, it's just a bit of a puzzle to kind of pull together there. But yeah, again, the most leaderboards and things we've ever had for an event like this. But again, a lot of it, to really get anything that's significant, you need to go super, super, super deep on these. And just opening the crystals themselves is, for most people, been a very, very unpleasant experience. So yeah, overall, I think it's really disappointing because, again, even outside of the context of this is the 10-year anniversary, just looking at any random year, I think this is an underwhelming Banquet event because the crystals feel so bad to open. But in the context of it being the 10-year anniversary and a time where, just really want to celebrate the game and have kind of abundance of resources and start kind of bringing more people up to the 7-star rank 3 level, it just feels really bad, in my opinion, especially when the whales and big spenders are so far ahead that they're now looking at, event where they're going to get a couple of 7-star rank 4 champions. And the majority of the player base is like, please, can you just get me some more 7-star rank 3s and just have kind of a fairer path, a more accessible path. Like I've put in the work over the year. I've ground out the units, so I'm willing to spend on this event, this game, because I like the game so much. Like, please, can we just have, more of this accessible? That'd be really, really good for this, big milestone, this celebration. So I think, again, Kabam, they did well on the 10-year anniversary to do the 7-star login calendar, right? That was a big thing kind of leading up to this event. Giving away 10 7-star champions. Some really nice characters in that, man, like the Gwenpool, the Vox, the Isophene. A lot of interesting utility with other characters, like Gambit is still a phenomenal pickup for the stun cheese on certain things as well. So I think they earned like a lot of positivity, a lot of goodwill coming into that. I don't feel like, again, there have been like comments and threads about, okay, we're gonna burn this game down, let's boycott everything. And I'm not there personally. I think Kabam still have been trying with the 10-year anniversary. I think there was just like, some calculation wrong with these, or these just didn't get tested enough to see en masse if like they feel good to open. So that's just where I feel like this event kind of falls short, is like, I just don't think it considered like, the average casual player that doesn't want to go all out on the milestones, that just wanted to open a few crystals, have a little bit of fun, and move toward a goalpost, but also be enticed to, go a little bit deeper without having to be like, okay, I need to go all in like 15, 20,000 units on this event if I really want to get anything that's like worthy of significant value there. So I appreciate, again, there's a lot of mixed emotions and opinions in regards to this event as well. I'm interested to see how Kabam respond and move forward. Obviously, we have Christmas coming next week, so there may be some sort of Christmas Day gift coming out. And also, I imagine, as always, some Christmas Day sales, because why not, boys? But yeah, I'm really interested to see how things go. I kind of came into the Banquet event thinking, okay, like, I feel like I've been really excited, and that the 7-star login calendar was kind of a big thing I was really looking forward to when it got announced in November. So that kind of, was one of the things that got me like back into just playing and joining my alliance again and kind of gearing up for Banquet. And I think for this to fall short is just disappointing to see, man, because it's their 10-year anniversary. It's a really big milestone for the game. I think they've done a lot for a lot of people this month to earn some good favor, but we really wanted to just see them stick the landing, So with everything said, what do you believe is the best way forward for Kabam with the Banquet event? Let me know in the comment section below. If I was in Kabam's shoes, and again, there are so many different ways that they could approach this, but I would probably look at significantly increasing the value of the much earlier milestones, really beefing up those and sending out the rewards, the new rewards, to all of the players that have already qualified. I think that would probably be kind of the best way to smooth out this event. I think like now buffing the crystal and affecting its drop rates, and then also having to send out some like compensation package where people get double crystals again is like a really tricky one, because there are whales that have already opened like thousands and thousands of crystals, and then they get loads more stuff and loads more chances at the higher things, and then if you didn't buy them early, you missed out. It's just such a messy one that way. So I really don't envy like Kabam's solution for sorting this out, but have a little bit of a think. Let me know in the comment section below, and if you see somebody write a really good solution, chuck an upvote on it so it gets to the top, and hopefully Kabam can kind of read that and take in feedback and perspectives there. So yeah, overall, it's Christmas. I'm looking for them to have like a good resolution to this event, but even if this event is, absolutely diabolical and doesn't really get any better in any way, shape, or form, at least the copium that we can chug is that there was a pretty good 7-star login calendar for the 10-year anniversary. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you did enjoy today's video, please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you all very much for watching. Take care, and I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day.